Alright guys, I've got a tripod. It's kind of big and bulky though. I've tried 2 times to make this video with it, and obviously I'm going to need some practice before I really go into it. When I go to do like just straight up tech work or whatever, showing you guys on the bench, I'll use it, but I've had a lot of requests for a gun update, so that's what I'm going to do, and I'm just moving around too much to really have a tripod. So we'll go through them right now. It's a lot smaller than it was, but everything is a lot higher quality now than I had before. So obviously, we'll start with my WG39C here with the multi-cam paint job, the IDZ stock, my charging handle mod. I actually ended up getting an RA Tech fire control group, brand new one, essentially for free. I can explain that story later if you guys want. So there's that guy. My KWA MP7 here. As you can see, I put a ton of accessories on this. Got the 416 style sights. This is a working PEC and M3 style light. I've got the AFG on the rail kit on the bottom. The folding grip kept breaking, and obviously there's the dual pressure pad. It's just a mock suppressor on it. It is not the power up suppressor. I've been throwing around the idea of getting the power up one. I just hate the thought of spending that much money on it when I'm not really sure I would use it all that much. So I just have this guy on there for now. Do have a new gun here, and that's this one. It's another WE SVD. Obviously, first off, you can tell it's the wood one, not the polymer one, and it's also the billet CNC receiver one. So this is the aluminum receiver. This is like the top of the line one. The only reason I got this gun was I got it really cheap. I bought this whole gun and that scope and scope mount. So it's a cheap NC Star scope. They're but got all that and 4 mags for $220 shipped. So pretty good deal. The reason I got it so cheap was the firing pin is broke and the trigger spring is broke. Not a big deal for me because I already had basically brand new internals that came with my this Boneyard one. So I swapped the internals. I sold this gun to a friend. He knows about the issues in it, and I told him that when I get steel internals to put in here, which are about 87 bucks shipped from Red Wolf, I'll give him the stock internals, so he'll have those. He'll have to figure out something with the trigger spring. Hopefully he can get that from WeTech directly, since Evike doesn't have it. So, but obviously, so I still have this one. It'll ship out later this week though. It's my WE M4 here. As you can tell, maybe changed the rail system on it. It's now got a Spikes Tactical. This is a 9-inch rail. Got my 7 1/4 inch outer barrel on the inside, so it stops a little bit short. And then I have my King Arms SOCOM style suppressor here mounted to it, so it looks a little bit internally suppressed. I also got a Colt lower receiver for it. Blocking all your guys' light, but you can kind of see it there. I've also upgraded the internals in the lower. They're all CWI steel internals now. The upper is stock, but I mean it's got a tight bore barrel and a Reeves bucking and stuff. But I just want to leave the stock bolt. The RA Tech one's just not worth it. And a PTS UBR stock here. Now, the reason I changed this stock was I decided instead of making a whole separate DMR, I was just going to make 1 lower and 2 uppers. So that's what I did here. I traded off or sold off the lower that I had with this gun and just kept the upper here. Pretty much have finished this guy off though now. I had to change the flash hider, the real steel one I had, for a airsoft one because the way these things are designed to vent gas, it was actually screwing up the BB flight and making for very inconsistent shots. So I had to swap that out. Got these offset mounts here. These came with a gun that I traded somebody for and then sold. So I took these guys off, put my flip-up sights here on the right. As you can see. I think everything else is pretty much as you guys have seen it before. Nothing new on there. So now I can just swap the uppers when I want. I'm not taking 2 guns, I'm just taking 2 uppers and a lower. Still got my HK 416. One gun I plan never to really sell. That, if I was to go down to 2, it'd probably be that one and my M4. Those are definitely my favorite guns. Picked up this guy. It's just an M203 launcher, and the only reason I got it is because it was really cheap. I bought it for 25 bucks shipped, so the guy had it way underpriced. Still got my Wii AK-74U here. This guy's fully upgraded now. All RA Tech steel internals in the fire control group. Angel's Custom tight bore with a Reeves bucking. All my external mods you guys know about. Basically, there's nothing I can do to upgrade this gun anymore, really. It's unless I start custom modding pieces, like maybe make a steel bolt carrier or something. I actually put the speed buffer in here too, because the semi-auto, even on semi-auto, the full bolt travel was so slow that the gun had, if I pulled the trigger too fast, it'd have a hard time firing. So, got my Mark 16 still. I managed to get FN trademarks on here. As you can see, it's a little scuffed up. I basically, long story, I won't go into it right now, but I basically got this upper for free. Actually got paid for it, if you will. So that's why I got it. Really good deal there. And then I've got a few pistols here still. Obviously my Tokimori 1911, my MEU. This is a Tokimori SIG 552, or sorry guys, SIG Sauger P226. Yeah. And a KWA NS2 USP. Got 3 mags for it, 2 for this, 2 for that. And then I picked this little guy up out of Evike's Boneyard for 20 bucks or something. It is the 8mm version, as you can see. Kind of cool. It actually shoots pretty decent. You know, for being as cheap as it is. I can't wait to actually get a kill in a game with this thing. I think that'll be epic. So, got those guys. That's pretty much the way my gun collection looks now. Sorry it's been so long since I've done a video. I do got another gun coming that I've ordered and paid for. Really excited for it. I can't wait for this gun to show up. That's all I'm going to say about it. You guys know it must be something I really want because I'm paying full price for it and I'm pre-ordering it, which I've never done with a gun before, so I just want this guy to hurry up and show up. Anyways, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. We'll catch you next time.